Gable Stevenson made his debut in dirty boxing, and it was a quick one. He got to work fast, landed 2 big uppercuts against Billy Swanson, dropped him, and then landed 3 big shots on the ground to get the KO finish. In just 15 seconds, he has 1 win in dirty boxing, 1 win in MMA. He's a protege of John Jones and wants to segue into the UFC.
So guest was here to come watch me, but I'm just not sure where he is. His name is Mick Maynard with UFC, and he's right there. So, Mick, I mean, you've seen a little bit. I would love to show a lot more. And, man, hopefully you believe in me, and I appreciate you.
Let's go, Big Gable Stevenson!
25-year-old Stevenson has just 1 pro MMA fight, so maybe the UFC don't want to pick him up right away. Maybe they want to develop his talent first. The co-main event featured former UFC fighter Bryan Battle taking on Nick Coring, and Bryan Battle got the first round stoppage. He dropped Nick, and then Nick just kind of sat there on one knee, and then Battle just stared at him for a couple seconds, then punched him again, and the fight was over. Bryan Battle now has a couple wins in dirty boxing after being cut by the UFC. He also is signed to the PFL. He'll probably start fighting for them sometime next year.
Man, that's what I do. They call them kill shot. They call me one shot, baby. This is what I do. I put people down, brother. You get in my way, I'm going to kill you.
Mario Batista believes with a few adjustments he could beat Umar Nurmagomedov. He had some strong moments in that fight, particularly the toe hold and the knee, but Umar kept constant pressure from start to finish, was relentless in every exchange, pushing forward, hunting takedowns, passing guard, even transitioning to dominant positions after Batista managed to defend in the open. Still, some fans argue that Umar needs to improve his cardio if he wants to handle someone like Merab Dvalishvili. Umar was tired after those 3 rounds, while Merab is known for maintaining that pace for 5 rounds without slowing down. In the end, it was a competitive 15-minute fight. Despite the loss, Batista earned plenty of respect from fans, way more than he did in his victory over Aldo, where he lost a lot of fans. It goes to show that an MMA respect isn't always tied to wins and losses, but how you fight in those wins and losses.
He looked way better. He would have to, right? Just coming off that loss, and then Khabib just getting on top of him, making him, Khabib was probably pissed after that. And then he just made him work and shit. So everyone said that Khabib pushed him harder than he's ever pushed him before. I was hoping he overtrained him, to be honest. I was like, that's kind of like a good thing. I hope he just ran him into the ground and immune system down. Hopefully he got sick a few times, but he looked good. He felt strong. Being in there, though, I felt like if I made some adjustments, I think I could definitely beat him. Nothing crazy special. I know I could hang in there with him all those 3 rounds and defend everything. It's just a matter of just winning positions.
Ronda Rousey says, MMA fans are the most "what have you done for me lately" crowd out there out of any sport. I don't know if it's necessarily an MMA thing. It's just a sports thing across the board. If you fall off, you're going to receive a lot of backlash. That's just the nature of the beast. It's not an MMA thing, a universal thing. With her, though, she had a lot of people who didn't like her. So when she got knocked out, people rejoiced. Those people rejoiced. It's kind of like Bo Nickel when he was talking crazy, talking spicy. People wanted to see him get knocked out, so when RDR took him out, they really enjoyed that KO. It's something a lot of athletes across all sports are going to deal with. It's not something contained within one industry or one genre. It's an internet thing, a human thing, a social media thing, and she seems to think that it's just an MMA thing. She makes a comparison that WWE fans aren't like that, but that's different. That's a scripted program. Other sports aren't like the WWE. That's more of an entertainment, athletic soap opera as opposed to a sports league. Who thinks GSP isn't shit? Who is saying Volk isn't shit? Max Holloway, Pereira. Islam was fully KO'd, and we didn't hold it against him. Therapy is available. She needs help. She is the Britney Spears of MMA. She ain't wrong. Look at the comments. There's definitely a lot of toxicity out there, but that's across the board, not just in the MMA world. She's only experienced it within the context of the MMA world, but it's the same with NBA players, NFL players, NHL, MLB. Hate is not confined to one sport.
Hate is the only thing that has ever warmed me.
KSI no longer the CEO of Misfits Boxing, taken out, and now Andrew Tate is the CEO of Misfits Boxing, so he's not happy with his manager. KSI says he's been focused on Misfits rather than managing me, and he decided to do this. Tank Davis facing Jake Paul in a couple weeks, and he's facing a civil lawsuit by an ex-girlfriend for battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, intentional infliction of emotional distress. This lawsuit comes 2 months after Davis's previous domestic violence case was dropped by a different ex-girlfriend and the mother of 2 of his children. According to the complaint, she alleges in the early hours of October 27th, Davis stormed into Tootsie's, the Miami Gentlemen's Club, where she worked as a VIP cocktail waitress, and attacked her inside the VIP lounge. The suit says that he grabbed her, choked her, dragged her through the stairwell, the kitchen, and the back exit before beating her in the parking garage, striking her in the back of the head while she screamed for help.
That's a good question. I think I am a bad guy that's trying to be good.
Hey guys, it's Mikey here, and I just saw somebody just won a match by 108 points. I really don't think that should be celebrated. I think that's ridiculous, and I think that's bullying. I think that submitting someone is just fine. That's the goal of a match, right? And I think that if you're trying to humiliate somebody, scoring 1 billion points on them, it looks bad on you because it shows that you're not able to submit them, right? But I also don't like it because it deters people from going to compete. Like hobbyists, people that aren't full-time competitors. Like, why should they feel afraid that somebody's going to try to humiliate them doing that to them? So it makes me kind of like not like that. And typically the person that will do this is a frustrated person that couldn't even win their division anyway. Like, they would lose in Worlds, but they'll take it out on like lower tier people, their frustration. So I don't like that. I think that that's a sign of weakness to do that to somebody. Again, unless the person was a complete asshole, then maybe they deserve it. But still, I'm not really a fan of that. What do you guys think?
These 4 heavyweights will have no wins in 2025. John Jones, Francis Ngannou, Cyril Gane, Tom Aspinall. Aspinall and Gane ended in a no contest, so no one got the victory there. John Jones should have fought Aspinall this year, but elected not to. His final fight ends up being Stipe in November of last year. Francis Ngannou did not compete this year. His last win came in the fall of the last year, also against Renan Ferreira in the PFL for their heavyweight title. Undefeated American star Brian Norman Jr. puts his WB welterweight title on the line against former undisputed lightweight champ Devin Haney at the Ring Night of Champions on November 22nd at the ANB Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Myron Santos joins the Fighting Nerds ahead of his fight with Muhammad Naimov at UFC 323 on December 6th in Las Vegas. Chocolate Peppa Pig with that accent rent-free in my head. Alex early in his career sure would lose to grappling and against Khabib, but if Big Ant can't take him down over 5 rounds, why would Khabib be able to? Surprisingly, guy with no legs was already booked to box Jake Paul, so he wasn't able to accept the challenge of Walter Walker. You can't leg lock a man with no legs. Checkmate, Walter. He's tripping if he thinks he's better than the Eagle. Let's not forget Cejudo got manhandled by the Machine, picked up and ragdolled. CEO of Grifting, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's the new CEO of Misfits Boxing, competing December 20th in Dubai against Chase Damour. We Are All Walkers is way better than any of the cringe trolling Duck Jones is doing. Jake Pollard lost 4 times this month to make it 100 losses in his boxing career. He has a record of 1-100. He's just 33 years old. You'd think he'd be older having 101 boxing bouts, but he's just 33, just been boxing 7 years, so he's definitely taking a lot of fights during this period of time. He had, out of his 100 losses, he's only had 6 knockout losses. His one victory was a decision a couple years back when he won a decision over Louis Smithson, who has a record of 1-6. But interestingly, after Pollard picked up his first victory of his career, he ended up losing to that same guy, Louis Smithson, 2 months later in a rematch.
I love the fight. You were right. I realized I was at 154.
This your belt, right?
Yeah, that's my belt. That's my belt. Give me that shit back.
She told me she wish she would walk me around in circles.
Oh, thanks for saving my We almost stole him. We found out he was lost. We're going to return you in 3 days.
You tried to lock him in the bathroom when he was watching the hands wrap?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to breathe. His voice is in my head anyway. It would have been fun.
Take care of you.
But thank you. Great fight. I appreciate you. Great career, everything. He does a lot in the sport. Hey, never thought we'd match up.
I know, for real. Me too.
Pretty cool.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you want to have your business, service, or opinion featured, you can comment through Super Thanks.